going to simplify and write my answer without parentheses. I'm going to work inside the parentheses first. Anything that does not have an exponent, I'm going to put a 1. So the 5 is going to have an exponent of 1, and so is the z. Okay, since this is a fraction, I'm going to write my fraction bar. I'm going to do the numerator first. You are distributing. Now this is kind of a strange situation because you have a negative. It's not strange, it happens a lot. You have a negative inside of the parentheses with an exponent on the outside. That literally means that that 3 is going to go to the negative. So here's how that works. You're going to have 3 negatives. Now 2 negatives cancel each other out. That means there's a negative left over that doesn't cancel. That means your final answer is going to be negative. Okay, now dealing with the other portions. For the 5, 3 times 1 is 3. Anytime you're getting rid of parentheses, you're multiplying. For the y, 3 times 4 is 12. In the denominator, for the z, 3 times 1 is 3. I'm going to figure out the numerical part of this. We already took care of the sign, so don't worry about it. 5, 3 times. So we have a negative answer. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Y to the 12th over z cubed. And that one's done. So on this next one, anything that doesn't have an exponent gets an exponent of 1. Distribute the 5. So for my 2, 5 times 1 is 5. For the x, 5 times 1 is 5. And for the y, 5 times 3 is 15. Figuring out the numerical portion, 2 to the 5th power is 32. So I've got 32 x to the 5th over y to the 15th. It doesn't matter if a negative is in the numerator or the denominator, the top or the bottom. You still have to distribute the exponent to that, and I always do that first to just take care of it. So this negative is going to be 5 times, and 2 negatives cancel each other out, so those are gone. These are gone. There's a negative left over, so my final answer is going to stay negative. So I took care of the signs first, and then I'll take care of everything else. So for my v, 5 times 2 is 10. The 2 has an exponent of 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. And the u, 5 times 4 is 20. So the numerical portion, 2 to the 5th power, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final answer is going to be v to the 10th over 2 to the 5th power is 32 u to the 20th.